Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Today, we'll be having the webinar Modern DSD and Smart Field Operations and how we from Dynamics Mobile envision them so that we can present some more details around our expertise being over 16 years in the field. My name is Koyan Dimitrov. I represent Dynamics Mobile and I will be your speaker today. So without further ado, let me share the screen and we'll start. By the way, if you have any questions, we have time at the end, or of course you can submit them afterwards on the email of the company, sales@dynamicsmobile.com. So to begin, first of all, this is a partner webinar. So we work primarily through B2B, through resellers, we Dynamics Mobile as a company and as a platform. Today, we'll envision to all of you how we have the capability to bring modern DSD, direct store deliveries, and smarter field operations. You can discover how your teams can optimize routes, enhance field executions, and increase generally the profitability of your clients through the real-time operation visibility that we unlocked with our product. Now, the agenda for today will be, first of all, of course, an introduction. We'll go over the last mile dilemma, how we envision it and how we resolve it. And we'll go through the solutions. I will present a quick demonstration so that you can get a hint and a feel of the solution itself. And of course, we'll have time for Q&A. In regards to our mission, the company itself, as I stated in the beginning, over 16 years of experience, specifically in the field sales and field service, DSD type of operations. We provide state-of-the-art last mile solutions, and we currently work with over 30 partners all over the world. Now, as a Microsoft ISV, of course, all our solutions are based on the platform to be directly integrated with Microsoft products such as Dynamics 365. As of now, currently we sit at 6 offices. We have over 300 customers, organizations using our solutions, and we process more than 1 million daily transactions. In regards to what we resolve, what we call a last mile dilemma. So this is actually physically reaching the points of interest of the clients themselves, of the businesses, where you need to deliver goods or items or services and utilize vehicles and people to do so. So what the customer wants, they want it free, they want it fast, and of course, to lower the shipping costs. We have to jiggle around delivery, logistics, service, transport, all of that. And you can do that with our solutions very easily and very effectively. So the typical businesses here that we service are FMCG, manufacturing, distribution, of course, import, redistribution of goods, delivering, maintaining of appliances, for example, renting out heavy machinery as well. So we know some of the challenges: higher reach costs, operational inefficiency, scaling in growth, high customer expectations. They're always going to be there. But in a moment, you will see how Dynamics Mobile can flexibly help you out with those challenges. So the two main last mile solutions are the field sales and the field service. So those two, of course, depending on the segment, depending on the industry that we will be serving and implementing with, we can segregate to a specific outlined project. Today we'll be focusing on the field sales solution. Why we call it a solution, you will understand in a moment. What you're currently seeing in front of you is the full portfolio of the company. So Dynamics Mobile, the company name and the platform itself, can deploy multiple type of mobile applications, such as the field sales and the field service. We also have warehouse mobility, we have fleet control, field asset operations for the machinery themselves. We have field approvals, either for PRs, POs, or even HR approvals. We have a B2B e-commerce portal, which we call the customer portal application for order creation and order entry, and the route wizard. Now, all of those solutions, they sound interesting. The main thing here is some of them are with full offline capability, mode of operations, and they're fully integrated with Microsoft Dynamics D365. Why I say that they're fully integrated, there is no middleware. So data exchange happens on an instant if internet connection is present. We also have other communication channels that can be embedded directly through clients. For example, sending out a delivery note through emails, through WhatsApp, or other communication tools. And in regards to solution, well, here comes the interesting part. So the field sales solution, which we will be delving into today, it has core functionalities. So it has a supervisor, so-called manager, and it has a field agent. So here the general idea is to digitalize the field sales process and the visiting of the clients with a mobile application for the field agents, and we have a portal application for the supervisors. It's fully integrated, like we stated. We support different types of mobile platforms. So if you have iOS, Android, or Windows, doesn't matter if it's going to be a tablet, a phone, or a dedicated rugged device, our application will support that. And this module specifically today has the operation in offline mode. So what we know so far, so we have a mobile app. It's for the field agents. They will be visiting clients. They will be helped and assist with the route management and optimization. And they can execute visits with clients, with stores, for example, shops, gas stations, etc. And we also have a portal application for supervisors where they can create that route, they can plan, they can deliver sales orders, they can map out how exactly the application will behave, what workflow processes will be applied, and the Dynamics Mobile Portal also makes the connection possible with the ERP system. First, synchronization. Of course, not to forget reports. They are very, very important, and you will be able to see them later on in the demonstration. So some of the core features for the field sales solution itself, of course, performing visits, route management, optimizations based on scalability, based on specific delivery windows or visiting windows or hours from the client themselves, working schedules, vehicle capacities, and etc. The whole idea here is you can plan, you can create and deliver sales orders, speaking strictly for DSD, directly through the mobile application. We can create invoices, we can collect various types of payments, so we have cash payments, card or check. We can collect returns, again, depending on different reasons and how the business is set up. And we also have inventory tracking. As we consider each vehicle its own mini virtual warehouse, we have the capability to have inventory tracking, of course, with loading and unloading procedures. Now, as a bonus here, we embed salesperson targets as well as to surveys and promotions, such as capturing satisfaction from the client, let's say delivery satisfaction surveys, or else as well, you will be able to see them in the demo. As we're fully integrated, we can bring in all the promotions, the discounts, the mixing and matching of items directly from Business Central or FO. And we also add in something on top in regards to the mixing and module, our own build module for this. This solution supports field approvals as well, either if it's going to be submitting a request for a paid leave, or if it is going to be submitting a request to add an additional discount to a sale, a workflow through PIN codes. The whole process can be initiated and fully tracked. We work with geolocation, of course, digital signature capturing, photo capturing, Bluetooth printing of different types of documents, and barcode and QR code scanning. We understand that those are a must, of course. And very specifically, as we're globally, we have clients from all over the world. We have deployments in Asia, in Africa, in the Middle East, Europe, the Caribbean region, US, you name it, we have it. We have a multi-language type of module, meaning we can translate the whole mobile application, the whole portal application to over 50 languages. But in addition to that, all the different documents that need to be printed, such as, for example, delivery notes, order notes, or invoices even, can also be printed into different languages if needed. Again, probably I'm repeating myself. However, that solution, all of that is working in offline mode. Why? We deem that very, very crucial for field operations, depending in which point in the world you are or if you're working in a city or on the highway, a rural area, or even you're in the center of New York, but you need to do operations, you need to do delivery on a lower level in the basement, and you might lose internet connection. That doesn't mean you need to stop your business. That doesn't mean you need to stop selling or delivering. The application will still behave in the same way. The user interference, and they don't feel anything, the users. They just keep on selling and delivering. Afterwards, when they're back on the open or on the road, the application syncs back with the Microsoft 365 automatically. There is no need to push anything, and all the packages, all the information will be synced afterwards. Now we'll move quickly through the other solutions that complement Dynamics Mobile and the rest, and then we'll delve into the demo. So we touched upon briefly on the field approvals application. Of course, it can be deployed on its own, or it could be a bundle with the field sales. So general idea here is to provide an approvals process for purchase orders, for field sales operations, as well with push notification, viewing and providing comments and documents, and the possibility to approve or reject, do custom actions, generate pin codes as well. We have the route wizard as well. Route wizard is important, speaking when we are going to be creating optimized visits. So pickups, delivery plans based on vehicle capacity, based on constraints, requirements, working schedules, and etc. All of those are built in here into the Dynamics Mobile platform for the scheduling planner. So the fleet control, if you already have GPS trackers, or if you wish to, we can also supply that. We have integration with more than 400 sensors and different trackers. We also have a specific fleet API for Tesla Automotive. Here we have a module that supports vehicle register with capabilities, issue register as well, and status tracking. For the drivers as well, we have reminders, IoT alerts, sensors as well can be embedded for the identification and LTE beacons. Now we get into the fun part, so I will resume with the demonstration. So first of all, I will showcase the mobile side, so the mobile application of the solution, and afterwards we will see where the supervisors operate in the Dynamics Mobile portal. So I will switch over and I will share from my phone. Hopefully you will be able to see it. It is on the left. Let me just reconnect. Today I will be sharing from an Android phone. It's a standard Android phone. This is a Samsung Galaxy, I believe in my case. Just let me type in the code and you will be able to see it. In the meantime, while it loads up, I invite each and every one of you to go ahead and download the Dynamics Mobile application from the respective app store that you have on your device, and you can run through the same simulation that I'm going to be doing with demonstration data so that you can feel how the application feels like. What we're currently seeing in front of us is, of course, the home screen. I'm going to assume the role of a field agent, meaning that once I open up the application in the beginning of the day, I'll log in with my credentials provided from the company, and I can see, as you see, just a regular phone. Once I log in, I will be greeted with the home screen. Now, at this point in time, it is very important for us to have internet connection. Why? Because we need to communicate with different systems. We need to communicate with the routing software, with the management software, with the ERP itself, capture all the needed details. So once I'm here, of course, we presume I'm in a main warehouse or a depot. I'm about to load in the vehicle itself and go ahead, receive all the necessary stops for the day, all the clients I need to visit, and go ahead or visit or deliver their sales orders. So I have just a simple option to start the journey, starting the business day. Now, of course, before that, if I had a car with me, a company car, or if I want to push in some expense claims or parking tickets, for example, submit a leave request, I can do all of that here directly from the Dynamics Mobile application, and it will submit that information and my request to the supervisors or to a dedicated HR team so that they can handle it. Once I begin here on Start Journey, the system will now transfer me to what we call segregated stages of the business day. So, of course, in the beginning, we have the phase BOD or beginning of the day. This is where I need to take in information, load up some items in the vehicle, have a plan out for where I need to go today. Of course, some optional tasks as well. Afterwards, we have the second phase, which is the middle of the day, where we actually do customer visits, we actually deliver, we perform sales activities, collect payments if need be. So we actually visit the clients. And then we have the final phase, which is the end of the day, where we reconcile, we unload, we hand over the collected payments as well, and call it a day. Now in this portion, again, we need to have internet connection. Why? Because I have several tasks that are outlined in front of my screen. So I have strict planning from my organization, so required tasks and optional tasks. In the required section, first of all, I see the route planning, so I need to open it up and see all the clients that I need to visit today. Why I definitely need to visit, not only that they are assigned to me from a supervisor, but as well as that if I open up a specific client, I also see the different sales orders that are attached to that visit. So I need to deliver. You can see also the products themselves based out of each sales order. I can even amend the quantities or add more if this is something that the company will allow. So I can see the whole plan as you see here. And I can also switch it up if need be. I can also add new clients if this is also an option. I can add new customers to my daily plan for me to visit. Once I get a good view of where actually I need to go, I confirm that I have my route plan, so I'm ready to have a pick list generated directly from the application. Of course, in the background, our solution communicates with the respective ERP, so we have a pick list prepared so that I can go ahead and load all of those items into the vehicle itself. Once I have that task completed, as you see, I can move on to the next one, which is receiving of the inventory. So I'm going to receive items, load them in the truck from the main depot or warehouse, and all of those items, they are associated with the sales orders that are assigned to me to be delivered. For example, the water for today, what does I have? I have chocolate, some sandwiches, stuff like that. I need to go ahead and distribute. Now, from that list here, as we have item tracking, so we support batch numbers, lot numbers as well, expiration dates, depending on the business. I may already have some items in the truck with me from the previous day. So the system will automatically recalculate how much I need to pick up from the depot and go ahead and deliver. Now we can do that in several ways. We can do it manually, or we can go ahead and do it directly with the barcode scanner and start scanning those items on the loading dock. What I will do now for the demo, of course, is enter here, receive all of them at once so that I'm ready, and I'm going to submit that request. I have the receive inventory list, so everything is right there for me. If need be, that can be automatically sent to my supervisors so that they can see it, or it could be printed. Let's go ahead and move to the next task, which will be a final sign off of the inventory. So I confirm everything, I am accounted for it, and I will go ahead and sign this off. It has a beauty inventory for me. I confirm, of course, with filters. I will place my signature right there. I will confirm it, and it will generate the final beginning of the day inventory. This is what I'm leaving in the truck with to start off and do my operations. Now, as a bonus here, my supervisors have advised that I fill out the beginning of the day checklist. This is something that is not connected with the ERP. This is solely through our solution. In the example given, I need to provide information for the vehicle I will be using today, such as the odometer, the fuel levels, some vehicle checks, and of course, if there are vehicle damages, I can outline them right there. However, this is not mandatory for the demonstration purposes, so I will skip it and I'm ready to begin. Before I do that, of course, I can go into the optional, so I have some more tasks that I can do in the beginning of the day, such as setting up the printers. If I have a printer with me that I need to print those documents out, or check it, for example. I can request some more inventory if need be. So if I know, okay, I might be able to deliver all of those items, but some of the clients, I can do a van sale there, so I can sell directly from the vehicle itself. And not to count only on the reserved items, that are assigned to the sales orders, I'm going to load in some more and do the sale on the spot. So we have that operation as well. So once I click on start, it will ask me to confirm, and instantly it will make a synchronization and move me into the next phase. What I mean by synchronization, it will speak with the Dynamics Mobile Scheduling portal. It will speak with the Microsoft ERP system to take in information for the clients, for the inventory, pricing, promotions, items, discounts, or financial information even, and it will bring me up into the next phase of my day, which is the middle of the day. So I see the route in front of me. Those are in-route customers, so they're a must. I definitely need to see them or provide the reason why I'm not able to visit. And they're outlined in a specific way, depending on the route optimization, depending on scheduling. Also, in the bottom layer, from this ribbon, I can see customers. So I have a full layout of all the clients that I'm eligible to visit. Why I mean eligible to visit, for example, they may be in a different state area and I can only be associated with a particular zip code. So we have geographical fencing as well. Or we can make it super simple and just head over to request and I'll only be able to see the sales order for us to deliver. So let's go ahead. We see the first client, the red shop. I can quickly swipe to the left, give them a call that I'm in front of the shop. So I can begin my visit here. Before I do that, quick details are available. How many deliveries you need to have. History, account statement. I can change their location if it is incorrect, for example. I can reschedule that visit. Still have visibility on their contacts, some financial information, for example, as credit limits, balances, and so on. So once I click here on Start Visit, it will come up to this confirmation window. I will begin and have multiple tasks again for me to perform. Some of them could be mandatory, some of them can be, of course, optional. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to deliver, I'm going to click here on Sale. I can see the pending deliveries that I currently have with that client. I'm going to do the first one, which is currently pending. I'm going to open it up. I need to see all the lines. So I need to deliver 3 cases of the orange juice. So they're already selected where I can go ahead with the scanner. We have also speed entry. For example, like such, directly go ahead, scan an item like so. It will pop up, let's say some water. I can amend the quantities and confirm them here. Of course, it double checks with the inventory in the back of the truck. Once I confirm that delivery, it stays like so. If I need to collect any payments, they will be popping up here in the collect payment system. So I have what the balance is currently due. I need to check. I can select different types of payment methods. In my case, it's going to be cash. So I'll enter the amount. I will submit this. And where I have the collection receipt ready here to present it to the client. So I have those 2 operations ready. But at this point, no details, no information, no package of data is sent to the ERP. For example, I need to run back to another store owner or to another ramp or somebody else because a customer visit may take some time, for example. It could be over an hour. You may need to speak to different people. So I can now go back. I can amend the quantities or add additional ones. Once I'm fully ready to stop the visit and complete it, then I go here into the red one, stop visit button. I have a draft that can be printed out. So I select the operation. I can print out the draft, present it to the client, as you see right here. And once they approve everything, then I can go into finalize this. As you see, a warning message is going to pop up, so no further changes to that transactions will be done. Why? Because if I select OK, the information will be sent to the ERP and to the portal itself. As a mandatory last step, I need to collect some signatures, so you can provide the name of the client. As such, ask them to capture the signature for that specific transactions, and we can finally invoice the client for the delivery. We have it here with the signature that we just captured, and if need be, you can send it automatically over email, or you can share it through another communication channel, depending how you would like to proceed. Once I complete that visit, they're already marked, so the progress bar on the top moves, and I'm able to proceed forward. Now, additional to the middle of the day phase, so not only visiting clients, on the top left, we have some reports. So for example, reports may be with all the orders that we have created. We can see in-stock levels of the vehicles. We can see in-stock levels of, let's say, a main depot or a warehouse, depending on what role I'm doing. We can see the whole daily progress, what I'm actually being up to, the delivered items. There is an item catalog as well as a collection list. So all this will track all the transactions that I have performed. This is just the payment that we did with you a couple of seconds ago. And that way I can keep a track, especially when I'm reconciling in the end of the day. So now for the purposes of today's webinar, I'm go ahead and complete that. So I'm not going to do all the rest of the stuff. We can schedule a custom demonstration for you and go into more details, of course, but I will move into the final stage, the end of the day process, which gives us again some required steps I need to fill out before I call it a day. So I have my skip reasons. It will ask me why I have not visited the other clients. Let's say I'll be out of time. I will confirm this. Then I will move on to finalizing the inventory. So what I currently have in the vehicle, if I need to unload it, if we have done any type of returns as well, it will be outlined here. It will ask for my signature, the same as it did in the beginning of the day for reconciliation purposes. And of course, the cash one as well. This is very important, so we can submit the cash that we have just dealt with during the day with the clients. So once I'm here, again, I have that journey checklist with the odometer levels for the vehicles, details like that. I'm going to skip that task. For the purposes, some optional as well, so I can do a stock count. I can quickly unload the whole inventory. But for the purpose of the demo, I'm just going to finish it up and call it a day. Let's say wrap it up. So in regards to Dynamics Mobile Portal, this is the functionality that you currently saw, which is on a mobile perspective. Now the supervisors, they see a lot more, of course. They're greeted here with the home screen, which is quite complex. It gives you a full layout of everything that your company is doing, your whole business. So we can see here how many routes are available, who is working active vehicles, if there are any incidents, of course, planning. You can see all the field events that are happening. So we keep an event log based out of every major event. Let's say an invoice, a sale, a delivery, a customer visit. We keep that tracked with GPS coordinates, of course. And here you will be able to see exactly an invoice that has happened with GPS coordinations. If I go back into the home screen, of course, a lot of reports are available. We can also browse through the field evidence, and you just saw popping up on the right, smart suggestions. So once we enter fully and configure Dynamics Mobile with our vehicles, as well with schedules, we have a service management that is coming up with priority. We have pending approvals, administrative work that we need to do, and also a pending inspection on a vehicle itself. So we have all of those things combined here. The field evidence browser also gives you access to quickly monitor what is happening on the field, so-called document browser. For example, a delivery was made a couple of seconds ago by me. We just did that on the mobile together. So I can see details regarding that execution. So we see the invoice itself, we see the line items. If needed, we can print it, we can send it. This is already in the ERP, by the way. So we can see it exactly on a map where it is happening. It will now showcase the office in Sofia. Right there, a review as well, some evidence as well, if they are such, will be available for you. Now, the main thing on this webinar across, let's say, that differs to others, of course, with the management, you can do everything in practically for pricing administration, for planning of all the routes themselves, the clients, the visiting plan, and so on. From the fleet here, you can enter details regarding your vehicles, drivers, and so on. You can set up targets, whatever you like. Now, there are also new things that we have added. So from the setup here, you have an application configurator. So from the field agent application, we can actually amend the journey workflow. So what you currently saw with me, the beginning of the day, the checklists, in the middle of the day, once I actually visit clients, what I can do, what I cannot do, and in the end of the day, all the tasks, all the optional ones and the required, all of that in the past needed a consultant, needed a specific developer to be configured, to be changed. Now you can do it by your own here from the Dynamics Mobile platform. You can have all of the tasks and how the application and the whole solution will actually behave during the journey, during a customer visit. Those are all the actions that you can do because you can set up different divisions. For example, pre-sales, for example, just delivery, the DSD, or just payment collection. You can have merchandiser for customer feedback. For example, the post journey, when we finalize the day, all the skip reasons, the cash reconciliation, all of those things can be amended, they can be changed. A PIN code with the approvals can be initiated to be executed as well. All of those items and all of those actions are consolidated here into one platform so that you can have the best operational experience and to be most effective with your field operations. Now, as well as that, we have built in a compliance layer with some controls, with some policies that can be embedded for your organization. Now, on top of this, up until this point, we spoke solely for DSD for field sales operations. Now, Dynamics Mobile Platform is a lot more competent than that. So you have other applications, such as, for example, the administration one, the billing, and stuff like that. But we also bring in additional reports, what we called business intelligence reporting services. From here, on this platform, I believe out of the box standardly, there were 6 or 8 reports that are arrangedly available for customers. We can build, of course, specific ones, more tailored to the client's business. They work on the idea that all the data that we capture from the mobile device for all the executions, all the events happening, we can showcase it here with very much custom periods. So you can have reports generated from half a day even to a full annual report. And they can be based out of sales, for example, amounts during the timelines, regarding your clients, how things are moving. Specifically for DSD, we have built reports for all the deliveries based out of divisions and territories, planned against not planned, the status of them with locations, as you saw. And again, we capture that data even without internet connection, so offline, which is very important. And we can even bring you up a report of all the items that have been delivered on the different clients themselves. So a lot of filters here are available. So you can adjust quite a lot and you can export it at any stage. So with that, I will conclude the demonstration. I will come back here to the demonstration itself. For a more tailored one, specific one, of course, feel free to contact us at sales@dynamicsmobile.com or log in, submit a demo request from our website. It's quite comprehensive so that we can showcase more in depth regarding a more specific industry and release the full capabilities of the solution. Now, some typical cases where Dynamics Mobile is applicable, something to get you started, of course, is, for example, home office delivery of goods, so HOD as well, where you can have a solution such as Dynamics Mobile Field Sales, what we saw today, plus the 365 financing operations. So here you will have reduced order fulfillment time. As you said, it can be executed very quickly. You can increase the customer satisfaction because everything can be tracked and everything could be operational. Some other use cases, for example, office appliance delivery and maintenance, where we can have the 365 Business Central with the field service module. For example, some heavy equipment renting, again, that can be achieved here from our mobile solutions. So the typical last mile dilemma, the industries that we are accustomed to are, of course, the FMCG, the fast mover consumer goods, logistics and transportation, retail, construction, agricultural as well. So we work with small to medium enterprises and large enterprises as well. Some of the general key selling points for Dynamics Mobile, of course, is a complete mix of integrated last mile solutions. As you saw, it's not just delivery. We can do customization, very large scalability. We have a very experienced and large team that is eager to help you out. We're fully SaaS, so there's zero infrastructure. We have ready on ERP integrations for Microsoft Business Central and Finance and Operations. The offline working mode, that's pretty much a must, specifically speaking for field operations. And we have the embedded business intelligence and analytics reporting system that you saw in the last part of the demo. So with that, a little bit more details on a potential partnership. So you have a lot to gain. We have dedicated partner portals. We have dedicated partner documentation section, and as well as the downloadable guides where you can have full details on all of the solutions, the whole platform, subscriptions, licensing models, implementation approaches, everything is embedded into those applications. So if you go ahead and partner up with us, you will have access to those items and to those portals so that you can do and get the best out of us and our platform. In regards to marketing resources, our lovely marketing manager can assist you, of course, with webinars such as like so, social medias, blog posts, demo videos, and many more. Thank you very much for your time. Feel free to contact us at those contact details or just submit a request from the website. It has been a pleasure. Thank you.